All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
6-6.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play action. Now Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Switch. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Alert! 42's mark, 42's.
Throwing now is Allen. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Wentz. He'll find Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DK Metcalf. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. 1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards that time for number 19. Now Wentz. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Throwing is Wentz. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He's going to fire one deep over the... He's got him in! Complete! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Give me that ball. Middle. Check three. Shift. Watch the shift.
From the gun, Allen. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Titans 10.
Mike, round 80.
Texans 7.
Mike 42. Hey, let's get in that rolls. Mike 42. Monday. Check. 6 half 85. Alert. Check hot route. Hot. Check 31.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. Allen now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a play fake. Wentz. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. 58 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw again on second down. Allen to here Whitehead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Good Lord. He's checking crack. Slam. Hatchet. On the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Go team, spell. He's coming. 5 wide. All 52. Check 3.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Wentz. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Pac-Man. 280! Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's taken in by Callaway. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
81. Hey, box drop. Strip that ball. 56. Mike, 56. Watch this look.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run for it with Mixon, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hey, tight. Middle. I got motion. Mike 42.
Hey, seam 6.
Watch the slant.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Allen now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
What is that?
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That one complete to Hill. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down is Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Allen. They're going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Buda Baker there on the coverage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. They'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans cut into that lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. To throw on third down, Samuel. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Safe.
Recon, 132 fighter.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's checking. Crash. Dash.
Hey, orbit.
Watch the edge.
Alert.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He finds an opening past the 40. He'll find Metcalf. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
5.
Mike's 56.
Play action. Now Wentz. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
56. Hey, echo. Pass.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, tight. Deuce. We go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On play action, Allen. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now Wentz. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
82.
56. Mike's 56.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
Let's take it inside his own 40.
At the 46-yard line.
42. Alert, alert, alert.
Watch the run. They're running it. Stop Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
You're trapped. You're trapped. Mike 42. Mike 42, check.
56, 56.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Now a play fake. Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Allen now on first down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And again, it's Allen. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Tahir Whitehead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
You're not ready.
Pass 85, pass 85. Alert.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They try again with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That'll be complete to Cook. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Titans 45, Texans 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now Allen operating from the gun. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Chark. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans get a bit closer. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st and 10. Here's Wentz. Going up top. It got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Go!
From the red zone now, Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Bravo!
Mike 42.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Got a man open. It's Ross. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down.
Round 80! Half 85!
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Alpha!
On first down, Allen. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 3. 54. Smooth. Check. Watch 54.
You must be dreaming. Monday. Watch the shit. Alert!
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go ahead, go.
Alert!
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Tight.
Allen to throw once more. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 times. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw.
And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Hey, Charlie.
Block 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Alert.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Lay home.
Let's go, dude.
Hey, high 7. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Houston, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready, set.
I hope you brought your whips because I'm about to take you to school. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Leo.
Check 24.
On your team. Go out. 10. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Come on, set. 60 or. Hey, Delta, look at me. Zipper.
57 Mike 57. They're not ready for this.
Yo, 5.
2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. He's got daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
on the ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 2nd down and inches. And Anderson's got it. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Robbie Anderson. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Stand.
He's checking.
Hey, lock it. Hey, wahoo.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We want it. Come to my work. One. That's all right. Kill.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 3rd down, Mariota. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Go!
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A big play there for the Bengals. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Two times. We got 4. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Rabbit.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Corey Coleman, 35 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check. Front 61. Matchbox lights.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Here we go.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
That's good for a
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
You're out. Hey, Sam on. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Christian travel. Buzz. Hard. Look at me. Door. Hit it.
They'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there at 22. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rock it. Look. Squeeze. Now.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
I'm going back to you.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quinnen Williams. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Maybe a free play here for Mariota. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heap. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Mariota. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Mariota from the gun on third down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
He's mine.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So second and inches after that first down completion. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Jim. Shoot.
Look at me. Zipper.
Wide. Get wide.
Get it.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Let's go one more. Switch.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Leo, you're out.
Slam.
Now.
Back to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play fake. Mariota. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, team. Let's go. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Shoot. 3. You gonna take. One.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Man, I got you. Check.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hand.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 39. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
57 to Mike.
Following the interception here, Mariota. This is Coleman with the grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bengals.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Safety's creeping. He's crashed.
Look at me. Go. Be crippled.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Go. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Check three.
Now.
57, Mike 57. Hey, watch
Go on.
Check 99. Kill.
Hey, go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Fair. Hey, lock it.
Watch the twist.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
I got you, Pop.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Leo.
Kill. Turn up.
You're out. Smooth.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. Mariota now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Check 26.
And to give this time to the tailback. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch out.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And the Bengals 1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Watch the eye. Watch twist.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check three, check three.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Show it. Show it.
Now Mariota. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Cincinnati, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.